We may be living in different cultures, different countries, we may speak different languages, but really every individual person has their own way of living. It's when we learn language that really brings us together and helps us share our own experiences and culture. My name is Caroline Byrne.
My name is Charles Jacob Martin.
My name is Jillian Waldron.
My name is Gilberton Chan.
My name is Carly Tunnell.
My name is Marissa Rios.
So in the US, I learned how to conjugate, I learned the grammar, I learned the rules, but everything was taught in English, and I wasn't really forced to speak Spanish or to immerse myself into the language, and I wasn't pushed outside of my comfort zones.
It seems simple, but it's a very amazing thing to see how they lose that fear, and that fear turns into confidence. Because at least in my opinion, that's one of the most important things for a traveler, to lose that fear and to feel adventurous and to feel that like they can go to a new place, not know it, and still enjoy it to the fullest.
From where I come from, Houston, everything, life, work, school, everything is so fast-paced, and then you come here and everything is like slowed down.
The culture of Granada, if I were to sum it up in like one word, is like relax. No one's like rushing anywhere whatsoever. There's none of that like business feel out here, especially because everyone takes siesta here. Yeah, siesta is life.
Definitely different. They close down stores and basically the entire city shuts down for a couple of hours during the day just to take a nap.
It's just a beautiful city, and just seeing the white houses and the people in the streets.
The city, you walk everywhere. I've walked more here than I have like ever in the United States.
There's just so much history to Granada, and I didn't expect that.
Cost was a big factor in studying abroad. Seoul makes it the most affordable. And then also they have the most excursions, the most cultural activities provided, more than any other program.
Never really looked super complicated to me, but once we were being taught how to flamenco dance, I realized just how complex it is, but also how beautiful it is, and how rich in storytelling it is. And it was just nice getting to spend 2 whole days at the beach, just relaxing, paddleboarding, kayaking.
Hiking the Sierra Nevada mountains was really cool. We visited 3 little towns. They're all little white houses. And so once you start hiking away, you got to see this beautiful view of these houses up on a mountaintop.
Really, really beautiful white cities. I call them white gems.
When they come here, they realize for the first time in their lives, they're not a tourist. They get to walk the streets. It becomes their home. After a couple of days, they feel very comfortable in the town and they know their way around. They can actually go home to a family and not to a hotel.
I've heard the phrase being bitten by the travel bug, and I really feel like that's the case for me. And it's just made me realize that I can survive on my own in a foreign country, and that there's so much more out there to see. From here on out, it's always going to be a question of where I'm traveling next.